Hello everyone, my name is Matt Seibert, and today we are going to use the OpenShot video editor. This is a quick tutorial showing the basics of the OpenShot video editor. So first, we want to click on File and type in or click on New Project, and then click on File again and hit Save Project As, and we'll entitle it Project 1, and then we're going to click on Save. And now we need to bring in content, and that can include video, audio, images, even text. So the way that the OpenShot video editor works is first you have to go find the content and bring it in, and then you place that content onto the various tracks down below in a particular order. And then whatever order they're placed on the tracks in will show up here on the top right. So, in order to bring in content, I'm going to click on the green plus button that says Import Files. Click on Import Files and find some content. So, here we have a picture of the Media Lab, and now it's placed in this box. We can add more content too. So, take a picture from our downloads folder of the media reader, and that brings in that content. You can also click on more than one object, click on Open, and it brings in more than one object. This is great. Now we have the information here in the top left within the project files area. So now what we can do is drag those images onto the track at the bottom of the page. So 3, 4, 5. Now, the OpenShot video editor has automatically assigned to each one of these images a certain amount of seconds that will pass while the image is displayed. So each one of these will play for roughly, it looks like about 10 seconds. Notice that there is a cursor down here which you can move back and forth. And as you move the cursor down here, it changes what you see up here. If you click on the play button up here, it plays at normal speed, and you also see the cursor moving down here. So what the interrelationship between these two things happens to be is this allows you to track where you are in the video. Each one of these slides has been defaulted to 10 seconds long, and as the 10 seconds plays through, it changes up here. So we can make those shorter or longer, as you can see here, and we can also add additional materials in the subsequent tracks. So if I click on Import Files and I look at our music folder, here is an MP3 file which I'm going to drag down to track 3 down below. Now that track plays for a certain amount of seconds, which is many seconds. So That track will play for the duration of it, which is a few minutes, and each of these slides, which is roughly 10 seconds long, will display for those 10 seconds. So, if I hit the play button now, and so this is the basics of creating text, images, and audio. Subsequently, you can also add video clips in along this track as well. So you could take track 2 down here and intersperse video clips, which could also play at the same time as the music, or you could silence the music and have the video clip play. So, what else can you do? There are features called transitions, and here we have one called 4 squares right bar, and I'm going to put that here on top of my first image, and then I'm going to move the cursor back to the beginning. And then I'm going to hit play. Now that we have put together all of the pieces of a basic movie, we can output these materials to a movie, from being a movie project to being an actual movie file, like an AVI file or an MP4 file. And so the way that we'll do that is we will click on the red circle at the top of the page that is entitled Export Video. We'll save it with the name, in this case Project 1, target, MP4. We're going to do 720 at 24p, and we're going to click on Export Video. From here, we allow the video to be created. And that concludes this presentation. Thank you.